Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Judy with Judy P's Crafty Journeys. Today I'm going to be doing my second half of my mixed media decoupage collage box. I have rewrote what you would need for it to make them the way that I am doing them. I know that a lot of you out there are very talented. Well, actually all of you out there are very talented, ladies and gents, and you can add your own spin to these. Stuff like this has been done for a very long time. I myself, this is only my second. Well, actually, this will be my third one that I've done because I've done 2 so far. So you can add to this list and make it your own and be as creative as you want. And that is great. And I hope to see some of your things in the future. Happy April 1st, guys. April Fool's Day. I hope that none of you have been gotten by anybody. I myself was safe at home by myself today, so nobody has gotten me, at least not yet. My husband is finally home from work. My son will be shortly, so, you know, the night's not over, so I can be got, I'm sure. So I'll have to watch my back. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this. So this is the list. The only thing I added from the list that I showed yesterday was Distress inks or oxides or alcohol markers. That is what I prefer to use. There's other different types of inks and such that you can use in mixed media, and you use what you like or what you think works best. This is just what I like to do. So I'm going to show you. This is the one that I had been working on with you guys yesterday, and I had just done the lid and the sides of the lid. Well, I did finish the sides of the box. If I can get this, I got a lot of sunlight coming in my window. So I did do my sides last night. All right. The inside, I'm going to do something else with. I might stick some fabric in there. I'm not for sure yet. I'm planning on painting the bottom for sure. So we'll see. But we will get into doing the second half in just a minute. I do want to show you my second one that I did. This one, I figured since I had 3 boxes, I might as well do them all. So this is the one that I did last night. And I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. So I thought I would show it off. So yeah, I just thought it was really cool. And there's the sides of the lid. If I can get good angles on them. There you go. So like I said, I'm going to do something to finish out the bottom and the inside of it. I just don't know what yet. And then this is the one that I showed yesterday. This is the first one that I did. So I thought I'd pull it out for those of you that do not watch the first one and wouldn't have seen it then. So I'm just going to hurry and show it real quick. And my lid and my side of my lids. And I'm real anxious to figure out what I'm going to do with the inside and the bottom of it and get to using them. You know, I thought about maybe selling them, but I like them too much and I'm going to keep them for myself, especially this one. This is my favorite. So I'm going to have to make some more, though. I'm addicted, guys. So I'm looking to find some on Amazon or something that I can do that's in different shapes and stuff. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I've got here. Right here I have some alcohol markers. Then I also have some color box pigment inks. I've got a platinum, and I've got a pinkish color. Oh no, purple. Sorry, purple. And this is pink. Boy, I'm colorblind today. Colors look a little bit different because of the sun coming through my window. I probably should have blocked that, but I'll make sure I hold everything up close so that you can see it. And then the other ones that I have is some Tim Holtz Distress inks. So I've got some different ones. I've got Scattered Straw, and I've got Broken China. This is, of course, the all-famous vintage photo that I'm sure a lot of people use as well. Then I also have some Ranger Distress Oxides. I just pulled out these 2 colors because I do have those 2 colors in the box, and I thought I might possibly use them. I also have a few close to my heart inks that I like and use quite a bit. I really do like their exclusive inks. I think they are very, very nice. I like how they are made, how they come in here, and you can take up the top of the lid and swivel it and stick it underneath it. It's just really nice. I like it. But I have a couple of those, Eggplant and Poppy. I had obviously got these on sale at a clearance thing, so I was really happy about that. It's a while back. And then I also have right here, I had gotten at one of the craft stores, Momenta Pigment Ink Archival. So I also have those as well to work with if I choose to do so. So I've got that. I've got my wipes out again. I've got my Decoupaged glue sealer. I've got my paintbrush. I've got my trusty paper towels. Then I also have these, and I don't have the pack that they came in, but I got them at Dollar General, and they had these small size ones and these larger ones, and they're for $1. It's a big pad of them, and there's some that are like rectangular strips as well. You can cut those. They're for $1. They last me quite a long time, and I just buy those and use those for my distress inks and stuff instead of buying those, the daubers or whatever you want to call them, to sit there and put them on. I have some of them, but they just go so quick, and I'd rather spend less money. So there's just a little tip for you guys. Like I said, I paid $1 for them. So I've got those, and you can see I've got a couple on my there and there on my ink pads that I've been using. So all right, so what I'm going to do first of all is I guess I better put my paper towel down, which I should have already have done before I even started. And maybe you'll be able to see better since it's on the white too. I push my products out of the way a little bit. Oh, also too, I took my other scraps and I just stuck them in a little storage bag. I don't have any extra boxes or anything right now to put them in, so I just threw them in there because if I'm going to be doing this quite a bit, I want to keep this, because not only did it come out of an expensive magazine, which was the Somerset Studio, there's just a lot of things that I didn't use in there. So I've got those to be put away. All right, so let's get started, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the top of my lid. And excuse me, there is no right or wrong way to do this. I just kind of like just start getting into it. So looking at a lot of this is yellow or the pink and the blue, and I've got some darker colors, but it's a lot of the blue and the yellow and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start out with, let's see, I'm going to probably use a little bit of my eggplant. I think I'm going to use my eggplant first. And what I'm going to do is I might not even use this part of it yet. And I think I'm shaking the camera. I do apologize, guys. It's on my table. If I can get it open. I don't know why I'm having an issue with it. Ah, there we go. Oh my goodness. But see, look at these. These are pretty cool. These ones from Cross Your Heart, because then they just go like this and snap in. And it's just really nice. I like that because then, and it's pretty thick on the sides, so you can grab it and you don't have to really worry about getting your hands too filthy or anything. But I thought that was really nice. And I think I left my, oops, hang on. Keep grabbing it from the wrong end. That's my problem. I want to take this off though, because I'm probably going to use this first to start out with. All right. So, and I won't start with this. I'm okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the edges. And put just a little bit on the edges, corners, top. Just going to start roughing it up with whatever color I take a liking to as I'm doing it. Because the idea for me anyway, as probably for others, is the spots that I kept with the opening right here, because I didn't overlap everything, because you want to leave a little bit here and there. I'm going to get in there and fill that with color, and I want to try to make it look like it's layered so that it comes close to being as thick as that paper. is what my goal is. So it will either look that way or to be really close. So I'm going to finish doing those. And I'm going to have this all over my hands. I really don't care. I'm not a big person that worries about that kind of stuff. You know, I don't care. So it is what it is. It will come off. All right. Over here so you guys can see. So I'm just going to take some and get it on my little, these are actually, what were they called? They're for like a doorstop or something, or for putting under your furniture. But I'm going to go around in some of these areas where there's the crevices or the little gaps. And I'm going to try to hold it because I'm shaking the table. I can see that. So I'm just going to go in different areas that I would like to add some. And I will probably overlap colors as well. Like I said, we're going to be doing some layers of colors. So I'm just going to kind of put it where I want to put it for now. And this is one of my favorite colors, so I think I'm just going to put it everywhere on a little bit on all those pieces that are blank with no paper on them. I'll go ahead and get my size as well, wherever I'm going to put it. So that I can be done with this color for now. And I can always come back to it if I want to add a little bit more of it in. And it's very relaxing. Except I guess it's not really so relaxing for me at the moment since I'm holding it up in my hand and doing it like this because it's shaking the table. But that's all right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this purple aside. And you'll see the more color you put on it, it'll transform to look different and different. Oh, you know what, guys? Boy, I am batting 1,000, aren't I? Forgot to do the bottom of it. Wow. Well, you know what, guys? I am not starting this video over, so. Oh, my goodness. I've been doing YouTube for not quite a year just yet, and I think I have improved since I started, but I am far from super experienced like some of you guys out there. But it's lots of fun, I do know that. What I really should do is probably get used to doing it live. Is what I should do. So maybe eventually I won't be so nervous to do that. And I like to get on those lines and the edges of the paper because that kind of helps define them as well and makes them look like they blend into the spots where you don't have any paper. So that's nice too. If you, when you put on your color, is try to hit some of those edges. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put every color that I use, I'm going to put it a little bit everywhere. And if I don't like it, I'll just add color over it, because like I said, we're doing layers, so that's what you want to get eventually. And it really doesn't take that long. It just depends on how many colors you end up putting on it. All right. Just on the edge there. And hopefully you guys can see everything. Sometimes being left-handed, my arm gets in the way, and I want you guys to be able to see everything. All right, so I've got all sides with my purple that I was wanting to use, or my eggplant, I should say, is what this one is called. And then what I think I'm going to go with next is I am going to try some of this honey. Let's see, do I want to go that bright yet? Yeah, I do. All right. So I'm going to grab one of my little things. And get some on it. Hopefully I've got enough on this still. When I bought it, it was on sale. So, and then a lot of times too, I'll take my fingers and run it over it too, just to blend it in and smear it around. So that's another nice way that your fingers get all nice and dirty. Messy, messy. And I get really messy, trust me. So get my crease. And I just want to add a little bit of yellow here, or orange, a little here and there. Smear it around. Got some on my nail there, see? Painting my nails while I'm doing this. All right. And you can just see after I put a little bit more color on it, I'm going to try to put my arm down for a few minutes, guys. It's killing me holding it up, so I will try not to move the camera too much. If I do it slowly, it shouldn't move it too much. But I think you can see just by putting the purple on it and now this color. Oh, yeah, see, I'm shaking it a lot. You should be able to see. Let's see, this is the wild honey. You should be able to start seeing the difference in the depth of it. Because of the colors, it's looking deeper and it looks like everything's coming together more. Do that there. You know, and you might see different pieces up here and you'll be like, oh, I don't think I want that color touching it, but you'd be surprised how good it might look or how it'll blend in. All right. And there. And there. All right. Now we are getting somewhere. I don't like to speed up my videos, and you'll probably hear me say that a lot. But I myself do not like watching videos where I mean, I do like watching videos where they speed it up sometimes, but I kind of like everybody to be able to, you know, follow along and just watch and listen and enjoy. You know, it's just, especially now since we're all kind of cooped up in the house. I made a little more purple. I think I took a little bit too much purple out of this one on this side. Since we're all in this together and having to hang out at home, it's just kind of nice to sit here and watch somebody do something, do it along with them, listen to what they have to say. Having some company. There we go. That's much better. Got some color back on that side that I took off. This is just really, really distinctive, this wild honey. It's very bright. All right, and I am going to add, I think, some of my brown. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I'm telling you, I am batting 1,000. Here I go again. I didn't even use it on the top of my lid. Wow. It's a good thing I picked a small box, guys, because I'm just messing up left and right here. Oh, my goodness gracious. What in the heck? I got enough sleep, so I know that's not the issue. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. Like I said, guys, I told you I was still in the practice stages of this. You know, not necessarily what I'm doing. It's just doing the on-camera stuff. I don't think I'll have anybody asking for my autograph anytime soon, huh? Oh, shoot. All right. So I'm going to just, on the edges here, I'm going to just rub right down here with a little bit of this. Because since this is so small, there's really not much to do to it. I just don't want to overwhelm it. This is why I picked the small one, guys, because it took me a while to do the other ones. Because I like to just go slow and easy and just relax. Okay. Good enough for that one. Now I am going to go over with the Vintage Photo. Put a little bit of that on there. Get on all those little edges of the papers. That's what I want to do. Okay, down through here. There we go. You can see how it's getting more and more filled in, guys. Wait till I start getting the other colors on, because I'm going to use a little bit of blue, a little bit of red. I'm probably going to use my alcohol markers a little bit. We'll see. I might have gotten enough out of my inks out that I might not need to use my alcohol markers, but I do like to kind of use them to just kind of at the last minute. Let's move this one over. All right. Okay. And I'm only going to use like I think 2 more colors actually on this, and then I'll start getting into my alcohol markers. I think that's probably all I'm going to need for this one. I'm thinking that is all anyways. Getting this spot here really good. I wonder if I can hold the camera with my shoulder and do this. Let's try it and see. Nope, it still jiggles. One of these days I'm going to have a nice little setup where I don't have to worry about this thing moving on me. I need to find something to put it, attach my arm to that won't go flopping around when I'm doing a project. If I'm just doing a showing a haul or something, it's a little different because you don't really have to worry too much about it moving. See, I'm really pleased with how this is turning out so far. Once I get some more color on it. More color. So I could kind of like to use the darker colors first to try to fill it in. Okay. And what else I'm going to do with this first before I put it away is I'm going to hit the edges. With it. And when you do it, if you get it a little bit up above that little line, that's good too, because then that's going to help give it some of that depth as well too, to make it look more finished. Which I actually do when I paint a room. When I paint a room, I always go around the top of the ceiling. It's just like a little bit, that width around the whole ceiling of paint, the exact same color as I colored the wall, and it'll look really cool because it'll make your ceiling look higher, and it's just really cool looking. So this does the same thing. I don't know what kind of weather everybody's had today, but it's been nice and sunny here. Nice warm day. It's been absolutely fantastic. I got to go sit outside and read for a little bit. I absolutely love to read, so that's always nice. All right, now I'm going to go with this Poppy from Close to My Heart. And I was able to open this one a lot easier. They've got some really pretty colors. They really, really do. All right, I'm going to grab another one of my little Dollar General furniture scuffer protector things, whatever you want to call them. And give me a whole bunch on that. And that one I'm going to, when I put a little bit on, I am going to smear that around because it is really bright. But I want to get this especially too as well in those little crevices and edges of the paper as possible. To give it that dimension. Just all blends in so well. Okay. See, look at that, guys. It's looking really cool. And then wait till you put the decoupage stuff back over it. I mean, you can just see it coming to life, which is really fun. That's what's so cool about it. Get to see your art come alive. It's a very, very satisfying feeling. Let's see, I already went that way, so I gotta go this way. Oh, there we go again, shaking it. Bet y'all say that probably a million times by the time I'm done with this video. There we go. Okay. I already got that side. So we got all the bottom. Now we go do the top. See, I got it going on now, guys. I'm not forgetting that I got to do the top or the bottom like I did it first. And when you get this on there, a lot of it goes a long way, especially if you just take it and smear it with your fingers. And then when I do get done putting all my layers of my inks on, of these, like the Distress inks that I'm using now, and the other ink, just the pigments, then I'm going to do my last with my alcohol ink markers and put, like, you know, color somewhere that I think it needs some more of a specific color to bring something out. These little sides are a little more difficult to do. I don't want to get too much of one color on them because such a small side. Okay. All right. So I've got that how I want it. So we're done with that. And then the only other color that I'm going to use, I believe, out of what I had out here, is my Broken China color there. Okay. I don't know if I want to use any of these or not. I'm not a big pink person. Or purple, but there was some pinkish in there. You know what? Just for, I don't know. Let me see something real quick. I'm just going to just do a real slight wipe like that. I think what I'm going to do. Just real light. I'm not going to push down hardly at all. I'm going to go around the corners with it. It's very light. There we go. There we go. All right, and I'm going to do it to this one too. Okay. Is this anything? All right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to use some of this broken china. Grab me another my little pads and get it loaded up. This is a really pretty color, guys. And it's pretty dark too, so you just want to be careful where you put it and just rub it in really good. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So just use a little bit here and there. By now, your hands are probably starting to look like mine. But that's okay, right? Okay. Oop, these my things coming up there. Trying to keep this in focus for you guys. Though I guess that you guys are doing your own too, right? So you won't constantly be watching me. This side I like, but I wish I would have put a couple more pieces in the middle of this side over here, because I just feel like it's not, it's like it's missing something right here. I think I should put a little more there, but that's all right. Can't be perfect with everything, right? You can certainly try, but that's what makes it the art. It's like a nice quiet day too. It's just unbelievable how quiet it is. I didn't even turn off my oops, I already put some on this side. I did. I'll put more right here. Usually my phone's dinging with all these notifications, and it's been fairly quiet. Okay. Alrighty. My lid. And since this is so small, I'm just going to rub it in a few spots and spread it with my fingers and then turn it, because there's really no reason to. I'm just going to hit a little bit on the ends, middle, Okay. All right, and on the top of the lid, and then this is what all I'm going to do with my Distress inks and stuff. I'm not going to use any of the other ones. I just had a different, varying different kinds out just to show you what I had and what you can use. Okay. Get in these cracks again with this color. Oh, I just love watching it come together. Just love that. Absolutely love that. It's like the most fun part of the whole thing. All right. All righty. Look, guys. Oh, it's fun though, guys, right? I'm going to go ahead and do this on the sides as well over my other colors that I did. Deepen that. Okay, and then we'll do this. It's like almost buffing a shoe shine, doing a shoe shiny thing. All right, I think that's good. All right, guys, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out some of my, a few of my alcohol markers, and what I'm going to do with those is I like to actually take those and, I mean, I can fill in some of those, the crevices and stuff too as well to add some more layers, but I really like to get, this is where I really like to get around the edges of the paper, and stuff. But, I mean, you can see it's looking much better. I mean, it's just super cool by, you know, what it used to look like just, what, 20 minutes ago or something. So, and then once we get the Mod Podge on it too. So let's see, let's add, since I didn't use the purple, I'm going to use some purple. And let's see, this is what it looks like now. And let's add some of this to it and see what it does. If it looks stupid, then I'll quit using it because I don't want to mess it up too much if I put a color on there that I don't think looks good. But like I said, you can layer it up. I don't think that looks bad. I'll do it a little bit here and there, and then just rub my finger across the top of it. Now this is where they're going to really get messy, because I like to do, just make a mark here and there with my alcohol marker and then just rub it in with my finger. It's just as easy, and hands were made for doing art, right? So we're going to use them, or I'm going to anyway. Use my hands to if I feel like I've gotten too much in it, I will take some of it out with other colors. go. There we go. I don't like how that turned out right there. A little dark, but that's all right because we're going to fix it. You won't need to do much on the sides. In fact, I am almost like darn near done with the sides. There's not much left to do to them. There we go. I was just trying to get a little bit more of a brighter color in there because it's pretty dark. So I was wanting to try to make it pop a little more. All right, guys. I hope your guys' is turning out really good. It'd be very, very nice. And that you're happy with what you're doing. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. And on here. I'm just going to put a little bit here and there. And I'm going to smear it around. There we go. And I am more of a person that likes darker colors. And so I haven't been very good at making these like really light. I will have to probably practice that. I just like really dark colors. Just really do. Always have. Try to get into the different kind of scheme of colors, and I mean I like all colors. My favorite are just dark colors. I'm just not like a pink person. I don't like pink unless it's like a fuchsia. I can't stand pale pink. I'm not a pale pink person. And it seems like out of all colors, it seems like a lot of people use a lot of pink. At least it's that I've seen. So let's see how it's giving it a little more definition, the dark color blended in those little crevices of where the paper's at. And as long as I do it just right and blend it in good, it shouldn't look like just a plain line that's in there. And this piece is coming off on me over here. Right there. Evidently did not glue that one good enough last night. Okay. All right, I think that looks pretty good there. We're almost finished, guys. It won't be long, and we'll put our Mod Podge on, but I just need to finish these. I want to use at least 2 different colored alcohol markers on here, just as the added layers, and then we can Mod Podge over it. Especially some of these ones where I left the wider crack that I wish I kind of wouldn't have. All right. I'll just go around where I want to go real quick, and then I'll rub it in. Maybe that'll make it go faster. I know everybody's probably got lots of stuff to do, lots of crafting to do. There we go. This is the one I just did a few minutes ago, and I was not happy with it. So I'm going to blend that in a little more too. There, that's better. I had like just one little strip, and it didn't look right. Okay. All right, guys, one more color, and we will be ready to do the Mod Podge part. All right, so I'm going to put that one away. Let's do a hand check again. Now they're looking really pretty. Look at that. Don't that look great, guys? Oh, shoot. That's why I am not wearing white today. That's for sure. What do I want to do? There really wasn't much blue in here. There was more purple and pink and red, but I wish I would have stayed down. Well, it'll be down when I seal it here again. Oh, what color do I want to use? Something bright. Should I use a bright blue? I think I will use like a blue color. Let's see what we got here. How about we throw in a pastel blue? Let's see what that looks like. Which side do I got there? I got the thick side. I want the thin side. All right. Let's go ahead and get this part at our blue, my blue end that I want to add in. Okay, smear it around. I'm going to go around the outline of her face. Okay. Reggie. Okay. A little bit on the sides. Let's try to go like right around the edge. end of it. Okay, get in there. I don't know about you guys, but this is like so relaxing. I think I might have to take a nap when I'm done. And that's what you want to do these days. Lately, anyway. I don't know about you guys, but I have like tons and tons of snacks. And I was so hungry today, and nothing sounded good. And I mean, I have tons of food in here, so it's not like I don't have any food. But why is it that every time you go to the grocery store and you get things, you always want something that you don't have? And with all this stuff going on, I don't need to be going up to the grocery store because it's not really a necessity. But I mean, my goodness, I bought like a couple $100 worth of food. You'd think that out of all that, you wouldn't be being too picky, you know? All right. This one, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to draw around as fast as I can. And then I will shade it in. Or smear it with my hands, I should say. And then we'll get to putting that Mod Podge on. Actually, and I don't know if anybody has pasta houses in their area, wherever you live, but I absolutely love Pasta House salad, and I like their mushrooms that they've got. They're flash fried portobello mushrooms. They're so good. And I know they are open for takeout, but once again, I don't want to go there because of everything going on. Oh my God, does it sound good? Went for a walk the other day, though. My son and I and the dog, and you know, I got my son walking 6 feet by me, you know, 6 feet away from me. Got the dog walking on its leash, more than 6 feet away from me. Dog was way ahead of us, but so we went walking and in the park, and there just was not hardly anybody there. But I was surprised that there was quite a few people, and we were walking this one path, and this one girl, she had her dog with her, and it was running around in these puddles because it had been raining. And oops, sorry guys, can't see if I'm on frame. I had a advertisement pop up over my hand where I couldn't see what I was doing. But anyway, she had her dog, and it was running and jumping through puddles, and it was so cute. And we couldn't go any further on the path because of it, because of the puddles, for one thing. And the girl was standing on the other side, and we were sitting there talking to her, you know, but, you know, she was quite a bit away from us, and it was just really weird. Really kind of strange to be not right up on somebody talking to them. But the dog was really cute running through the puddles. And of course, I wasn't going to let my dog do that because my dog's white. So that wasn't happening. All right. And I think that is good enough. I think I got it all pretty good. All right. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get the Mod Podge out, and we are going to seal it up. I think we are good to go, except for I don't like how this one spot turned out. Give me a second here. That purple was really super dark, guys. Once I start putting Mod Podge on it, though, it will smear it around, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. All right, so you guys remember what it looked like at the beginning, and now what it looks like now. So I think it looks pretty cool. This is my favorite side. Look at that eye. It almost looks like a tear. Look at that. Isn't that weird? All right. You probably see all kinds of stuff in there now. You look in it. All right, so now I'm going to take my glue. My icky glue. And we'll just do the sides first. And I'm just going to do a fairly thin coat across each side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my finger over it. That's what I've been doing with my other ones. I like to smooth them out like this. And I'll just wipe off my finger. Yeah. And then I'll go to my next one. My son is home from work. I just heard him yell, yeah, outside the door to a neighbor. And he peeked in my window and I'm like, shh. And he's looking at me real ornery like he's going to talk. You see how this fills in the cracks too? Or not the cracks, but the spaces between your paper that you left. So that's nice. So I just like to do that with my finger. Try not to touch the other side I just did. So we're just about done, guys. Just about done. There we go. There we go. And it's nice and smooth, no bubbles. Now, this is the side I had a couple of pieces coming up, so I want them to go back down. So I am going to paint the opposite way of what I was earlier. Well, both ways, because I want to get it underneath there. And see, when you do this when it's wet like this, it kind of blends all those inks together too, which is nice as well. So it does some extra blending for you, and you don't have to do it yourself. And it actually turns out quite nice. All right, flip that around. We already did that side. All right, so now we got to do the lid. There we go. A little bit too much there running down my hand. Got to use our glue sparingly, huh? I don't know how long we're going to... I actually stocked up on glue, guys, before all this madness hit where you really weren't supposed to go anywhere. It was like, I was so afraid I was going to run out of glue. I ain't going to have no glue for my projects. I got to buy glue. I already had enough paper and everything, but I go through some glue. What do you guys go through the most? Glue or ink or paper or what? Tell me below if you feel like it. Tell me what you run out of the most. And did you stock up for anything for this? Anybody like buy out Michael's or Hobby Lobby on their glue? All right. Let's real quick swipe on that one. Oops, get it on my top of my lid. I can probably use what I got on my brush still, because there's quite a bit left. Yep, quite a bit on there. I loaded up quite nicely with a lot of it, so. Okay, and the last side, so I'm going to get probably a little bit on me over here smeared, but that's all right. Well, it'll be just fine. There we go. Oops. There we go. did get a little bit right there, but that's all right. Smear that around. Make sure there's nothing sitting around. I'm going to make sure that's all right from where I got a little bit on the edge. All right, so that's that. I'm going to take one of my wipes. And this stuff doesn't take long to dry at all. I'm just going to get some of the stickiness off my hands. Let me kind of push this over here so you guys can see it a little more. But yeah, this is like, I think Mod Podge is like one of the worst ones that are to me the stickiest glues or sealer to get off. Now, if I wanted to too, I could have sprayed this with like an acrylic sealer or something like that. I didn't have any kind of spray sealers, and this was on sale, and I thought I'd go ahead and get some of it because it was on sale for like $5 something, this Artful Minds Decoupage sealer, and all about a good sale. And I figured it would last for quite some time. I would hope it would anyway. Unless I keep buying more and more boxes, right? And of course, I'm not going to get all this off my hands. It's going to take a couple good washings, but you know, that's all right because I just wanted the sticky stuff off. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to hit this a little bit with some heat. Just real quick. Like I said, you guys tell me in the comments what you're working on and all that good stuff. And maybe tell me a little bit about yourself, what your favorite project is to do, favorite color, anything. You know, it's just nice to get to know people. That's what this community is about, and watching everybody and learning about them, and I just think that's really nice. All right, and I'm going to take my lid real quick, and I'm going to take this. I've actually got my heater on. Even though it was a nice day outside, it was a little chilly in my craft room. And I guess I could have got my heat gun out, but I didn't really want to be doing that. And this brush too that I had told you about that I got at the dollar store, I've rinsed it out like 4 times now after using this glue and stuff, and it's really held up nice, I must say. For $1, can't beat that. All right, I think my lid is just about dry enough that I can bring it back out. We will hold it up, and if there is a way to show me what you have done, that would be wonderful and great. Love to see it. And also too, it's a pretty easy cleanup when you're done too. There's not much that you have to get out to use. So all right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's pretty dry, guys. Throw this one back in further real quick. But what do you think, guys? I think it turned out really cool. And what I think is neat about this top of the lid, that lady looks like she's got a double face to me. It looks like there's a shadow, see? Like here's her outline of her face. And to me it looks like there's like a, almost like a, kind of like somewhat of her face right there. So I think that's really cool. And then here is the bottom one. I think that turned out really cool as well. That's my favorite side right there. So yeah, and see, like I said, it's pretty well dry now. So I can put my lid on it and everything, and then I can decide what I want to do. So there you go, guys. What do you think? I am quite happy. All right, guys, I know this was a very long video, and if you didn't watch all of it, that's fine too. I understand. There's lots of things for us to do, and not enough time in the day to do it. So it's all good. But for those of you that decided to try it, I am so glad that you did. I hope you're satisfied, happy, And I've got some other projects lined up for real soon here, and I'll be bringing them to you. I've got, I think, like 4 or 5, like 5 more different projects I'm going to do. So I will be back soon, and you guys enjoy your evening. And don't forget that life is a journey, not a destination. So enjoy the journey while you're on it, and do what makes you happy today. Live in the moment, guys. All right, for all of my subscribers out there, thank you so much for subscribing. To all my new ones, the same thing. If you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. Hit the bell if you choose to do so, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Happy crafting.